minutes.
Thanks, Ray.
Okay. Here's a couple of words of warning right off the bat. Number one, I'm big. Number two, I'm loud. Number three, I like to walk. Now, here's where it'll get really confusing. I own a creative agency. That means I love art, I love creativity, and I'm left-handed. So we're going to go all over the place. Yes, sir?
Left-handed.
There you go. You got a leg up already. Let's talk about marketing. And I'm going to, although I've been given a couple of specific areas, and we'll get into them, I think, I do want to take a step back because no one area in graphic design or marketing lives on its own. Design is a comprehensive piece of work that exists in print, it exists in web, it exists in your t-shirts. Everything links together, and it's going to have to link together for your competition. So let's talk about good design. First of all, Kevin said this first, I'm going to say it again. There's one of the best cliches of design, came in the mid-20th century, less is more. Simplicity is key to design. Just because it looks pretty and it wouldn't be great if there's some frilly stuff here, and ooh, I like this, and if 3 fonts are great, well, doesn't that mean 50 fonts are better? No, it doesn't. Simplicity is key. Like Kevin said, the message in design is key. You're not trying to show how many things you can shove into a piece of design. You're trying to focus on your product. Everything in your design, and you'll hear me say design because it's not just graphic design. It's graphic, it's web, it's t-shirt, it's trade show design. Everything in your design should be added on purpose to draw attention to the benefits of your product and to be memorable when your client or prospect, or in this case, your judge, walks away from it and goes to the next one. Because remember, you never exist in what we call a vacuum. You're in competition with every other group who may be in this room right now. Your job is to create a focus on your product and your benefits in a way that becomes memorable and hopefully with a positive thought in your customer, or you'll hear me say a lot, your prospects' mind. What's prospects? A prospect is anyone who might have a need for your products but has not bought it yet. We deal, my clients deal in prospects. Once we've converted them to customers, it's a completely different ball of wax. But a prospect does not have to listen to you, does not have to believe you, does not have to spend one moment of time focusing on what you're selling. And that's key. What I just said is key. It's not what you're selling. Nobody cares what you're selling. The first rule of marketing is put yourself in your prospect's shoes. It isn't about your robot. It's about what your prospect or your potential customer needs. And Kevin talked about this just a second ago. They're going to give you a problem, correct? And your job is to show how your robot provides an answer to that problem. Everything in your presentation needs to be about that. So step one in effective design is put yourself in your customer's shoes. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. It isn't about what you think is the coolest thing about your robot. You need to distill your message down to the 4 things that problems your customer has, and then you define how your robot answers those questions. Every part of your design, whether it's in print, whether it's in web, whether it's your t-shirts, whether it's your trade show design, should be keyed toward We have walked a mile in our customer or our prospect's shoes. We know their problems. Now that we know their problems, we know how we're going to answer those problems. If you don't do that, the truth of the matter is, you haven't done your marketing. And if you haven't done your marketing, the truth of the matter is, you haven't built a robot. Because a robot that no one knows about, that sits on the shelf, in my line of business, doesn't exist. Doesn't matter if you put 1,000 hours into it, and it is the most amazing thing in the world. Can fly you to the moon and serve you a Coke on the way. If you don't get that message out, if your customer doesn't see it in the way that they remember, the truth of the matter is, you haven't built a robot. So, and like Stephanie said, I'm coming to this a little cold. I haven't done this program before. I'm not going to be a judge, so I can talk to you a little bit more just in general. And anytime along the way, stop me and ask a question, because I will jump around a little bit. But I want to think about design. And guys, you're welcome to come up here. I brought a portfolio of work we've done. We work with clients from manufacturing to restaurants to financial to banks to chambers of commerce, all over the country. 50 different types of industry, and they all have a unique product, and they all have a unique clientele with unique problems. Our job as marketing and advertising people is to identify that problem and put together design and marketing content that then answers that problem. I'll take you one. Who can see this? This is our business card. Nothing is accidental on this business card. We made the decision on our name, AHA Creative. We wanted it to, here, y'all can pass it around, just take a look. Quickly, you get the message quickly, I think. We chose yellow and red because to us, it pushes a sense of urgency. What we also find that it does, instead of white business cards, that yellow and red card floats to the top. I have people calling me from 4 years ago who say, gotta tell you, your card keeps coming up, so I'm going to give you a call. That's retention, that's memory, that's a prospect remembering a message that then pays off. Here's another piece, again, from my company. This is a little, we call them wrap cards, just a little marketing piece about what our company can do. Yeah, I'm just going to let them go back. Now, you can look at the information, and that's great. What else I want you to notice is consistency. You see our business card. If you get a business card from me in January, and you get that card from us in March, it looks the same. There is consistency. The colors are there. The logos are there. The look is there. The message is there. Consistency. So, again, thinking about you guys, no matter how your judges and prospects get your message, you want them to be able to remember, oh, that's those guys. How do they know? Because there is consistency in the colors, the fonts, the logo. Everything they see reminds them that no matter where they saw it before, whether it was on your website, or whether it was in your video, whether it was your trade show booth, or whether it was something that you printed up to hand them, everything reminded them that that is who I was telling you about. That's the bunch I like. Let's think about some basic rules of design. You'll notice on here, we're dealing in 3 colors at the most. Simplicity. We're dealing in 3 different fonts at the most. Simplicity. We're dealing in fonts up top that give us a chance to express ourselves with our logo. Aha! But when we want you to really read the information, we do away with the fancy fonts. We go to the basics. We make sure there's a font on there that you can read. We also make sure that the information on there is bulleted. We want to get our message across about the services we can provide and the answers we can provide to our customers' problems in quick, digestible bullets. Read it, remember it, and get along. No one wants to remember 1,000 words. No one cares about 1,000 words. That they can go down that list of bullets and quickly say, they do TV commercials. Yeah, that's what I want. And remember these guys. Or they, you know what, they do websites. I hate our website. I remember these guys. And they get that from bullets. So put your material together in easily digestible, little big chunks. All of your graphic design, web design, t-shirt design, all of that is geared toward creating memory and giving someone the chance for you to stand in front of them, eye to eye, person to person, and tell them your message. Tell them why you're providing the answer to their problem. Because they'll remember you. You get, what is it, a 12-minute presentation? Something like that?
Something like that.
Is that about right?
I'm looking. I think it's about 12.
That's the longest presentation part you're going to have. And what is it? It's a person-to-person presentation. So all the rest of this design is built to support that and to build on that and provide a foundation so that when you are looking somebody right in the eye and telling them person to person about the benefits of your product and how it answers their needs, you've built this huge castle, huge mound of information that they remember and take away.